It's a run which has prompted fears of a relegation struggle for the second year running, and injuries to Burley, Gernon, Davray, Sunderland and Trevor Putney have cut Bobby Ferguson's squad to the bare bones. Kevin O'Callaghan is recalled today. Well, exactly a year ago, Everton were booed off by their own fans, but in 1984, they have played 65 competitive matches and lost just 11. Gary Stevens is still unfit, but Pat van den Hauwe returns after suspension, while in attack, an ankle injury to Andy Gray means that Terry Curran starts his first league match since August. He's in his favourite central striking role, where he scored many goals in his Sheffield Wednesday days. Referee Danny Vickers of Ilford made 2 long and thorough inspections of this pitch before deciding at about 1:30 that the game could go ahead. And Ipswich playing from left to right in the first half, and Everton have got to defend the tricky goal mouth. It's very hard at the right-hand end. That was McCall, and Yallop's header. Zondervan, McCall. Helped on by Bracewell. Osman with the header clear. Sheedy. Osman again. Gates and Mountfield here. O'Callaghan is backing up, number 7. Here's Yallop. Ipswich with plenty of players forward here. Dozzell. McCall. O'Callaghan, nice turn. O'Callaghan's been given an opportunity today by the injury to Trevor Putney. Player who's sometimes been accused of being inconsistent by his manager, but that was the first sign of life from the Ipswich attack. Peter Reid for Everton. Driving forward for Sharp. And then van den Hauwe. And Curran, oh, and a mistake, and Bracewell. Good save by Cooper, Curran, and away by Osman. Ipswich at 6s and 7s there, but Paul Cooper came to their rescue with a good save from Paul Bracewell. Played short to Curran, back again to Sheedy. And Mountfield's in there, oh dear me. He absolutely missed that, Cooper, and Frank Yallop was on hand to clear. And Sharp's in there with the header, and Cooper's going to come again. Well, his goal bearing something of a charmed life, because Everton must feel now that on chances made, they should be in front. Bracewell, who was foiled by the goalkeeper. Bounce is awkward for Bailey. Zondervan right behind him, and he fouled him. Everton will be pleased if they can get through this half without conceding, because that was regarded as the trickiest end to defend, the trickier end, and so far Ipswich have made very few chances. That was an arm in the face by Bailey as he jumped. So to a murky background, Frank Yallop prepares to take the free kick for Ipswich. Butcher's header, then Mountfield. This is Yallop. And McCall. And still McCall. And now Zondervan. Yallop's cross, Gates is there. Still Gates, and he couldn't lay it on for Brennan. Good defending by Trevor Stephen. Crowd getting behind Ipswich, knowing how much a goal would do for their confidence. This is Gates. It's a good turn, but a poor shot. Well played by Brennan. He really saw the gap there. And Brennan for Ipswich. Good save by Southall. Well positioned. And Mark Brennan disappointed. He saw the gap open up and he went straight through it. They couldn't catch him, the defenders. But Southall, an excellent goalkeeper when it comes to getting into those positions to make vital saves. Corner to Ipswich. And Butcher's there. And Stephen with the clearance. There was an appeal for handball. Half-hearted one anyway. O'Callaghan. Well battled by Peter Reid. And a good ball too by Vanden Hauwe down the line there. And very competitive in the midfield as Ipswich sort it out. Here's Cranson. Dazelle going up with Mountfield. McCall. Dazelle still in there. And again the goalkeeper taking over with some authority. Back heel to Sharp. Can go to Bailey here. So a lively first half, but the Ipswich goal drought continues. They haven't found a way through, and indeed Everton early on made two very presentable scoring chances themselves. So at half-time at Portman Road, the score is 0-0. Well, Everton, who start the second half, began this match the highest scorers in the First Division with 45. And they also began it with the best away record in the Championship, having won 6, drawn 1 and lost 3 of their 10 games on opposing grounds. What a transformation Howard Kendall and Colin Harvey and Mick Heaton and the players effected during 1984 at Goodison Park. Sheedy, well played by him. Still Sheedy, chip right across, and Graham Sharp coming in, and Everton take the lead. Graham Sharp, the scorer, after an hour, well made by Kevin Sheedy. So for Sharp, his 18th goal of the season, and his 17th in the last 23 matches that he's played. A really good strike rate, but Sheedy there, known as a left-footed player, made it on the right-hand side of the penalty area with a good little run and cross. And Sharp coming in, finished it off effectively. So Everton, the side pressing for the Championship, take the lead against the team who before this match were firmly in the bottom three. Peter Reid. Ipswich's confidence badly in need of a surge before the match. It needs it even more now. Here's O'Callaghan. It was a really well-made goal by Everton. Quick thinking in and around the penalty area. Nice little run and cross by Sheedy, and Sharp applying the header. Bracewell against Butcher. Reid's just inside him, and there are two waiting, and Osman covered. Ipswich is stretched at the moment, there's no doubt about that. They're a goal behind and want to make a substitution. The player coming off is Mark Brennan, and the player going on is Tommy Parkin, another midfield man. This is Curran. O'Callaghan misjudged the bounce. But here he is again. 10 minutes left. Ipswich 0, Everton 1. O'Callaghan picking it up from McCall. And I don't think he was aiming at Gates, but that's where it went. Here's Yallop. McCall. Back again to Butcher. And now Zondervan, who finds Butcher once more. And Dozzell is there. Oh, that's a great chance missed by Kevin O'Callaghan. Maybe the best Ipswich chance of the whole afternoon. The ball was carefully worked wide, and when the cross came in, Jason Dozzell got a good header down, and Kevin O'Callaghan had lots of time, but put the shot wide. Out on the left, Graham Sharp, the goal scorer. Sheedy, who made it. Zondervan cuts it out. Now, Ipswich have got support here, and a good strong tackle by Derek Mountfield. And McCall couldn't collect. And Reid. This is Vandenhouwe. And Curran's ghosted forward here. And Sharp's in there as well, and this is Sharp, and he's turned nicely and finished to get his second, Everton's second, and secure surely 6 points out of 6 over Christmas for Everton away from home. In the end, it was a simple goal. When the ball came to Sharp, he just in fact edged it past Cooper, but it was quite enough. And so he takes his personal tally on to 19 for the season, and Ipswich, I'm afraid, face another home defeat, and already supporters leaving the ground. Well, his finishing this season, Graham Sharp, has been of a very high order for a player who at one time, not so very long ago, was questioned in that very area. There goes Stephen. Well, Everton have done their championship hopes a power of good these last few days, it would seem. That victory at Sunderland looked a very good result, and in company with it, this one's going to look even better in some ways. In by Yallop. Cranston got a touch to it. Dozzell trying to get round Sharp. And a corner to Ipswich. Dozzell and Butcher waiting. And Dozzell gets a touch. And Everton again defend quite efficiently and win the match, so that Howard Kendall's team prove just how much they mean business in this championship race. 2 away wins in the last 4 days, and the man who clinched this one was Graham Sharp. Nothing like a striker in form, and for Ipswich, 4 home defeats in succession now without scoring. Troubled times perhaps for them, but for Everton, a very healthy Christmas and an indication that they in 1984 could easily call themselves the team of the year. They've won the FA Cup, and they would now feel that they're very much in with a shout of the Championship to go with it.
And strangely enough, this time last year, I was offering words of comfort to Howard Kendall and Everton, who were in the depths of despair.